Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. Probably one of the last Train Sim World 5 videos before we go on to Train Sim World 6. And I thought we'd come on the Fife Circle line and do something we don't tend to do. We'll do a rail tour service in the Class 40, which I very much enjoyed driving a few days ago. So I thought, well, let's come in here again on Fife Circle, which we haven't done in quite a while. So let's get it set up. We've got the different variant of the 40 this time, sort of the flip boards or head code discs. So yeah, let's get it all set up. I'm just going to adjust the audio a tad. Yeah, let's get the train set up and we'll head down to Edinburgh Waverly. So it should be quite a nice drive. This is actually part 2 of the rail tour service. The part 1's about an hour, 20 minutes. It just loops around basically the whole route. Yeah, I think that would be correct. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Although we have got Mark 1s, they're not vacuum, are they? Hopefully not. Hang on, let's have a look. Vacuum brake, they are vacuum braked. So we have to change that to vacuum passenger. There we go. Lights and stuff are up here. So let's see, mark a light. Oh, there's quite a few. Let's turn them all on and we'll have a look. Well, I mean, that's fine. See, it'll be this one here. Look, ready, that's on. So we don't want the centre ones on. So those ones and that, I guess. There we go. Right. Get the brakes off and then let's get going. Very noisy. Cool. And it's fast all the way, I think. Yeah, fast all the way to Waverly. So that's nice. Right, apply a little bit of power. It's been absolutely ages since I last drove this route, so we might be slightly rusty. But this is the route which goes over the fourth bridge. That's always quite a sight. Oh, you got the glitch on this route. Look at that. Look at the side of the 40 though, where you got like really bright white. That's a bug, I believe, for this loco on the new routes. Long old train there, look at that, going all the way back. Nice. It's gonna be a good run. So yeah, get your cup of tea, get some biscuits, and just enjoy. Yeah, I haven't played this route much, really, because we're waiting for the new timetable for it. Which, the new timetable for this, we originally thought would come out of the Class 158, the ScotRail 158, which I think's been out over a year now, and we still don't have the new timetable for this route. So I've sort of been putting off playing this route until the new timetable comes out. If that ever does come out. So that's the line off to Alloa. Or at least it's the freight only line to Alloa. More power. Let's do a little brake test as well, actually. Make sure the brakes are as they should be. Yeah, they're alright. Cool. So it took a little while there to engage, but they are vacuum brakes. They're not really the best. Vacuum brakes are the worst, especially on steam trains. They're really bad. I think the best steam trains are the Great Western ones, because they had well, I assume yeah, vacuum, but you could lap the brakes. It was so much easier. Yeah, lapped brakes. Why is that down? Go like that. Right, full power. Trying to think of the what's the station you have along here? Is it Rosyth? Then you've got Inverkeithing, Dalmeny, Edinburgh Gateway. South Gyle. Yeah, we still remember Haymarket, and then. Oh, you can actually look at that. You can see the Forth Bridge already. Look at that. You can see the tippy top of it. That's pretty cool. I don't know if they've extended the render distance, but look, you can already see the bridge. Can't see the road bridge though. Oh, that's cool. Of course, we'll be getting some photos on the Forth Bridge. Right, let's take that off and let's get a flyby shot. There it goes. On our way to Edinburgh. Cool. Oh, single yellow, that's really not nice. Right, let's get the brakes on pretty sharp. Yeah, I think this is Rosyth, this one. Trouble is, we probably don't have very long until the red light. As we're coming up to the junction already, where the line goes, where we sort of split off, so it probably is just before that. So really got to pop the brakes on quickly. So hopefully we have enough time to slow down. Yeah, I think we're going to be alright. I can see the signal coming up. But I think we're just about be able to make it, literally just. So it doesn't really give you much time. Although I suppose we probably could have seen the yellow beforehand, but we were getting a nice flyby shot. Well, the signals really aren't that bright on here. Well, it looks to be a single yellow now. Yeah, it's a single yellow. The sort of sun. Oh, there you go, the sun on it. There you go, single yellow. So this is where this is basically where the loop comes together and then goes down together into Edinburgh. Much prefer the other side of the loop, which is via Kirkcaldy, what was it? Burnt Island? Oh, that's it, yeah, Burnt Island, via there. Which is sort of the coastal route. But yeah, let's show you the map of the route. There's the map there. So it literally is a loop, and then you've got the Leven branch which comes off to here, which is pretty cool. So it's quite a big route. And with this you get the Turbo Star as well, which is always pleasant to drive. So it was still only a single yellow, so we don't want to go too quick. Because I'd imagine the next signal isn't that far around, protecting the next set of points. So nice and slow. I think we are following a stopping service, as the service started and there was like 4 minutes of just at a red light. So I cut that bit out, which is always fun. And I think if it's come from Glenrothes, it will be the slow one, so we won't really be able to go very fast on this run. But that's all good. It's a rail tour, it has to be fit in somewhere. That'll do, we'll just wait here. Set that to engine only, and now we wait. But sort of, yeah, the fun of rail tour services, they're not really, well, they're not priority. So you will get a lot of sitting at yellows, reds. Well, not sitting at yellows, but a lot of yellows and reds. It's not often you'd get a full greens the whole way, as you sort of have to slot them into the timetable. Which for this route, the timetable is not too quiet. I mean, I can't wait until the new one comes out, as it'll be a lot busier. But you've got, you know, most of the trains on here, apart from the regional ones which go up to Aberdeen and that sort of way. They're not on here. Obviously, you would have GSMR in this loco in real life, but as this just basically this is just the 80s loco popped onto a modern route, so you don't have any of those modern equipment. Let's hold circle, contact the signaller. No, nothing. You can see the is that this platform there? You can see. So that's the start of Inverkeithing platform you can see there. Yeah, the train will be probably in there at the moment. And we won't go full fresh because we don't want to get stuck on the gradient going up to the Forth Bridge. And straight out of Inverkeithing it just goes like right up. So we don't want to sort of get stuck at a yellow. Or a red on there. And you've also got North Queensferry as well. After Inverkeithing, so potentially another place where that train's going to stop. Class 40, the Whistler. The Mark 1's behind it, which you don't really see. On Northern Transpennon, it's usually the Mark 2's. It's taking a while, isn't it? It's like, come on, hurry up. It did say 28 minutes, this service. But if we're following this train, maybe it'll be slightly longer. Oh, we're waiting for that one now. So that's another one going ahead of us, and that will be stopping at Inverkeithing as well. So we've now got 2 trains ahead of us. Well, there's the turbo still. Well, maybe I should resume the video once we get the signal. See you all in a second. Right, we should ideally get the signal shortly. In fact, there's another train we're waiting for as well. I had a look at the map, we're just waiting for this one here, which is a leaving service. That should cross over the points here, and we should then get the signal. Once that crosses over and then the points are set, off that one goes. Get out of the way. And then we should, there we go, green as well, so even better. Let's let it forward, brakes can come off, and let's get going. Let's open it up. So yeah, up to 30. Well, there's fumes coming out. So it's like it's got like double the engines or whatever to the sort of 4 sort of plumes of gunk coming out. This is Inverkeithing. 30 miles an hour for us. So we're a loco hauled train. Got the 2 banner repeaters here. So if you had the one on the left, you'd be going down the Rosyth Docks branch, which I think is shut. But I suppose you can still get the signal. Which goes off down there. But I think it's shut. So I don't think you can actually go down there. Yeah. Good luck trying to get down there. Then up to 50. So we're now climbing up, quite steep actually, climbing up to the Forth Bridge. Probably applied power a little early there. But we sort of want to have the oomph to be able to get up the hill. Now I'm hoping, because we've let that slow service get quite a way ahead, and I'd imagine the one behind is a faster one. Hopefully we won't have to follow anything now. Hopefully it will be fairly fast through to Edinburgh. But we'll see. I'm climbing and climbing, climbing. So one of the most impressive sights in the game. The Forth Rail Bridge. Spectacular. There's like another big bridge here. I don't know the name of this one. But it's fairly impressive-ish. It's randomly got some buses down there. There's the road over there, the motorway, which goes over a separate bridge. There's actually 3 bridges. There's sort of, well, there's the Forth bridge, the rail bridge, and then there's the sort of the old car bridge from the 50s or 60s, and then the modern day motorway bridge from what, the 2010s or so, 2000s to 2010s. So 3 different crossings. And then this tunnel then brings us out at North Queensferry, and that's where we see the bridge. So get ready if you haven't seen it before, because it's cool. I don't think you'll get a bridge as big as this in CSW UK stuff ever. Not as impressive as, well, no, it's more impressive than, was it the Royal Albert Bridge, which goes over the River Tamar or something down in Devon and Cornwall. Let me look at this here. Oh, well, no. That was slightly unexpected. Hang on. For loco haul trains, it's 20 miles an hour. There we go. As we've never driven a loco haul train on here. Didn't know that. I assumed it would be, was it 40? Yeah, I think it's 40 for normal trains. But across we go. Bit cheeky there. I suppose it lets our passengers enjoy the bridge more. Across we go though. Even slower. Then you see the 2 bridges there. There's a turbo star coming across. Trying to get a photo along here. No, she's trying to get one as this turbo star passes actually. Yeah, that works. Oh yeah, that works quite nicely actually. Sort of what I'm looking for. There's one of the Coward and Beth services, which actually they were added in post launch of this route. They're sort of newer services. Get a few little shots here, so that's quite good with the turbo next to it. Get another one like that. And we get one like that. Cool. A little bit of the loco brake on, just to sort of stop us from going over 20. You don't want to do just a loco brake at high speed, but as we're not high speed at the moment, just use a tiny incy bit of it. Yeah, so impressive though. You just think how they built this back in, what was it, 1850s or 60s? It's like magic. A little slow though, considering the normal speed is 40. Well, again, allows that service ahead of us to get more ground. We've got no tail light either. It's naughty. We'll get there. You can see the edge of the world there. It's like great. And you still see the yeah, look at over there. It's just near. Oh, and that bit there as well. It's just like a tile missing or whatever. Yeah, the distant scenery isn't great. Although I suppose, yeah, we are quite high up, and you can see for miles. And I suppose as it's a game, it's slightly harder to recreate that. Cool. Now, I think from up here in real life, I've been across this bridge before in real life. I've only ever been to North Queensferry and back to Edinburgh. But I think you could see, from here you can see the sort of the tops of the buildings in Edinburgh. So sort of some of the higher up sort of structures and statues and monuments. As Edinburgh isn't really that far now. This bit's impressive as well, sort of without all of the metal in the way, sort of, like, wow. Look at that. Like, you can see the odd bit of land there as well. Don't know what's more impressive now, this one or with the 170. Wonder if have we got any trains behind us? So we're going a bit slow. Oh no, not four. Not, oh, well, there's something there. But that shouldn't catch up to us. Well, hopefully everyone is enjoying the video. If you are, feel free to leave a thumbs up and do subscribe if you want to see more. And if you want to see even more, as YouTube has suggested, we do have memberships as well. So feel free to take a look if you want a bit more extra content. This is Dalmeny Station. Oh, that was cool. Then up to, what's that, 60 for us. That's it, we're a loco, so we have to go slower. The 60's alright. Don't know if the timetable actually accounted for that. Because it said 28 minutes, but it's been 28 minutes already. So I don't know if it actually accounts for we have to go at a lower speed. Maybe it doesn't even recognise it. Let's have a look. Bet it doesn't recognise that we have to go at a lower speed. So it actually thought we'd go at 40 back there, but we're not meant to. As we're a loco hauled train. So we have to go at, well, a lower speed. It doesn't seem to account for that. But some of the routes it does, but some of the routes it doesn't. nice. Oh, there's the inside of the Mark 1s. Very comfy. If you've been on these seats, you'll know they are like lovely. The seats on the Mark 1s. Literally sofas. So nice. Now you've got the line off, which goes off to Lynn Lift Go, or sort of off that way. Which I think is a freight only line. It sort of cuts out the need to go into Edinburgh. So it just cuts across here and joins up here. I think you can actually go along it. But I don't know if the scenery goes the whole way, because there's no services which go down there. Yeah, that goes down to sort of Lynn Lift Go, or sort of off that area. Takes you on to the Edinburgh to Glasgow line. Which I must admit, the Edinburgh-Glasgow route probably is like one of my least favourite UK routes. I don't know, there's something about it, I get bored of playing it. Like, it's not really an interesting route. What's it for? Oh, doesn't actually say. Okay, well, 90, I guess. Yeah, the Edinburgh-Glasgow route, not a fan of. I quite like this route, yeah, not Edinburgh-Glasgow. Although maybe if we had better traction on Edinburgh-Glasgow, it might be more fun. Like a 365 or one of the older trains. Maybe when it used to be diesel, it might be a bit more interesting. But in the I think it's the 385 you get with Edinburgh-Glasgow. But it's just not that interesting. Not that fun. There's Edinburgh Airport there. Now because these poles here seem a bit random, don't they? So all of these poles here, you think, oh, maybe they're for the airport, maybe the runway lights in some way. But no, apparently those poles there, they have like a string or some sort of wiring attached to them. So which, if a plane plane crashed or something or went too low, it sort of cuts the cable, and then all of the signals turn to red in the area, which I thought was quite a cool idea. What's the top speed of this loco? I mean, rail tours, I'm pretty certain, do have top speeds, but as we never blooming do them. So we're at about 65 at the moment. And what is a rail tour's top speed? Is it 75? I was thinking 60, but surely that would be too slow. Coming up to Edinburgh Gateway, which is sort of Edinburgh Airport, although probably about a mile from the airport. Cool. The suitcases and luggage, and South Gyle up next, which ain't too far. And then after that we sort of turn onto the main line for sort of the last bit into Edinburgh, sort of the throat into Edinburgh. staying at about 60 for now. I'll get a little bit of power actually. That's South Gyle Station, very close from the airport stop. Through we go. Cool. Lovely. And after this I've got to go into work, real work. Although today's cover, so don't do much. Round we go, and then you're joining up with the Edinburgh to Glasgow main line, and you'll also see the tram tracks as well. And you see the tram line over there. Which is cool to see. Lovely. And you'll see the Murrayfield Stadium, which is like the Edinburgh Rugby Stadium, I think. That'll be coming up as well, and then we've got Haymarket, and then, well, Edinburgh Waverly. Maybe at some point we should stream the whole rail. Maybe when the new timetable comes out, if there's a rail tour on there, just do the full 40 service. There's just one big loop. There's the tram line there, which you can see trams on. And then they've sort of reused the tram model from this route onto loads of routes now. I think even on the Kaiserslautern route, Mannheim-Kaiserslautern, you can see an Edinburgh tram on it. Double yellow as well. Double aspect signalling now, as it's a busier area. Slow right down. So we caught up to something. Yeah, not 28 minutes as it advertised this service to be. It's now been about 38 minutes. Yeah, there's the stadium there. Single yellow, not so cool. Probably wait for something again. Oh, nice and slow. Unless we have caught up to the stopping service potentially. Single yellow now, I think that's a single yellow now. Yeah, so we're following something on into Waverly Station. Yeah, that is a well, by the looks of things, that's a yellow. That's on one. Double yellow now, even better. Well, we're almost there now. But it's been a nice. It's nice to be back on Fife Circle. I mean, I know it's not in the turbo style, but nice to be, you know, on here again after quite some time. And maybe this is your first time ever seeing this route. Which obviously this isn't the train you get with this route. The turbo star is. There's one there. That's the main train on the route. And then hopefully eventually we'll get the ScotRail 158 on here. If that ever releases the timetable. Through we go. Yeah, stop at Haymarket. Literally all trains stop here at Haymarket. But as we're a rail tour, we don't. We get to skip it out. Cool. It comes down to like 20 miles an hour on the other side of this. It gets a little slow. And we've still got, well, we've got green now actually, which is good. Cool. So I'm just getting my earphones, which I haven't worn in absolutely ages, as I'm covered today at work. I'll probably be watching a few videos, etc. Right, let's put that down even more. Quite easy now, so I'm just round into the station. Not a lot can go wrong. Well, hopefully not. Down to 20. Cool. Yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. There's a wipe there. Just clean these earphones. Random thing to do on the video, but as soon as I've finished, I'm off. Green now. Well, we're coming up to Edinburgh Waverly. Took us a bit longer than 28 minutes, which is why I'm sort of doing this whilst on the video. So I was supposed to be leaving basically now. What are we going at? Yeah, 16. A tiny bit of power, literally just an incy bit. To sort of keep us going into Waverly. There's, was it the National Gallery or the Scottish National Gallery up the top there? It's a very impressive strip sort of through here each side of the railway. Sort of the main sort of bit of Edinburgh. And then you've got the castle up to the right hand side. You've got a nice park here as well. It's a very nice area. And also, it's on Forza Horizon 4. Which is really, really cool. If you've not played Forza Horizon 4, it's a car racing game, but they've got like a UK map, and Edinburgh is like the main city in it. So it's quite cool. Sort of, I mean, before I even went to Edinburgh, I was playing Forza Horizon. And then I went to Edinburgh, and you can sort of work out where you are from the game, which is quite cool. Is that platform 20? Wow! Didn't realise there was that many platforms. That's quite impressive. Platform 20. Well, Waterloo's got what, 23 or so? So that's not far off. This will be right down the end of 12 coaches. A long old consist. And you can hear bagpipes. Who doesn't like bagpipes? They're cool. Yeah, platform 20 we're on. Been here a couple of times, Edinburgh Waverly. It's a lovely station. And you got your first class lounge up there, upstairs, the L&ER lounge. If you're ever travelling, say from London up to Edinburgh, go first class. For 4 hours in standard, I mean the seats aren't the best. I mean even in the first class the seats aren't the best, but they're an improvement. And if you get an app called Seat Frog as well, you can upgrade on L&ER for not much actually. Here we are. Oh, hang on, platform. We gone from platform 20 to platform 1. That's impressive. I'm just going right down the end. So we are quite a long train. Yeah, in fact, we're sort of stretching across both halves of the platform. Here we are. That was fun. There we go. Here we are. Well, that isn't actually so we sped anywhere, so good. That is going to be everybody for today's Train Sim World 5 video, potentially one of the last ones. Links can be found all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our affiliate link for UK departure boards, etc. Apart from that, yeah, see you all and take care. Bye guys.